Yes. Now what happens is the economic factors, the market. What is the market actually having an effect of the agriculture? Relation to the market generally determines the character of farming. For the cost of transport to the market will generally affect the competitive power of the agricultural input. Places which are away from the market generally grow such things which can afford the cost of transport to the market. Places near the large center of population generally develop market gardening and produce easy perishable goods which can be transported to the market for a short distance without much damage. Now, what are the facilities? Transporting facilities. In a commercial type of farming, see, this will also come into your commercial type of farming. Okay, you have to listen to me properly. In a commercial type of farming, transportation facilities play a significant role. If regions far flung from markets and ill equipped with transportation facilities, commercial farming is a remote possibility. That is called the truck farming. The truck farming bears the unmistakable influence of transportation facilities on agriculture. Means whatever they grow, they sell. It is there in your book also. The cultivation of vegetables for direct sale to the consumers and restaurants is called truck gardening or truck farming. Okay. The economic history of world records the changes in agricultural patterns are induced by transportation facilities. The improvements in transportation communications have rendered possible regional specializations, and thus it is made actually feasible fuller utilization of peculiar features of specific soils and climate. Then we have labor is there is a labor issue is there, then the capital is there, what type of money, what are the social factors, political factors, is it a communist area, is it a capitalist area or a socialistic system determines the pattern of agriculture. For example, China, agriculture is fully controlled by the government. Similar case of former USSR, Russia. On the other hand, USA, Canada, and the most of the countries, world agriculture is a private concern. The government policies are there regarding land irrigation, marketing and trade have direct impact on agriculture. Subsidies, loan policy, purchase policies, agricultural marketing, international trade, tax policy of the government also have a deep impact on agricultural production and its development. So we'll keep it till here only, and I'll start reading now, and after that we will go to the types of farming. Okay. Types of farming is easy, it's all explained in the book, so I don't have to give much of an explanation. Everything will be read and explained to you. So let me come to the book today. So this is the first time I'm touching your book with agriculture. So let's see what we see in the book. I hope it supports what I have told you guys. Okay, so let's do that. Agriculture is one of the most important economic activities in the world. The different economic activities performed by human beings are broadly grouped into three types: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Okay. Now, primary activities include the extraction of raw materials. I have told you this earlier. From the earth's surface, the main primary activities are hunting, food gathering, pastoralism, fishing, forestry, mining, and agriculture. The secondary activities include the processing of raw materials and converting them into finished goods on higher value. The main secondary activities are industries such as making of steel from iron ore and weaving cloth. The tertiary activities include all types of services which support the primary and the secondary activities. The main tertiary activities are transport, trade, education, banking, insurance, and advertising, which comes to this part where we were doing about this, which I just now told you, the economic factors. These also are into this part which influence your agriculture. Agriculture is a primary activity and is closely related to the natural environment. The term agriculture has been derived from the Latin words ager means soil and culture means cultivation. So agriculture. Thus, agriculture is defined as the art and science of cultivating the soil and raising crops and livestock. It is also known when agriculture actually started. The primitive men were food gatherers. Later, the invention of agriculture helped them to lead a settled life. They were inhabitants who used to go around, wanderers, and nomad type of lives. Today they were here, tomorrow they are somewhere else. So I had given you this explanation as well. Please, you must follow the video and have a notebook and pencil or a pen. Pencil is much more better. You can write fast. If you make many mistakes, you can correct them, and you can write down also. At present, though we are living in the industrial age, still more than half of the world's population is directly, you can say, or indirectly engaged in agriculture. About 61% of India's total population is dependent on agriculture. With the spread of agriculture as a global activity, great progress has been made in every aspect of production, such as plowing, sowing, irrigation, weeding, and harvesting. Human beings have also developed various means and techniques to increase agricultural production. It was necessary to meet the increasing demand of food for the growing population. So, as much as you grow, you will never have extra because people are also increasing. It is written in one of the books, the more you sow, the more you will reap, and as much you reap, it's going to finish. Okay. So it will not stop. Like I have done for 6 months, I don't want to do now for 6 months, the country can eat. No, nothing like that. It will finish day to day. So, there is this farmer in Haryana, I was reading last week only, that he's started earning lakhs and lakhs of rupees after he started this some type of farming which he's doing there. I'm forgetting the name. He started some horticulture type or something he started for the market, and he's earning in lakhs now. He's done some type of farming, he's gone into that from the net and all he saw, and he got involved in it, and he's doing great. Excuse me. Actually, what I mean to say is farming is not bad at all. Agriculture is not bad at all. So if you say, my parents are farmers, my parents do agriculture and all, it's very proud, the world is proud about agriculture and everything. So we don't have to worry at all. Okay, so I love farming, I love planting, I love doing anything, I love doing all this stuff. I guess when I retire, I'll just get into farming. I'll go off some place and start doing something, whatever, grow vegetables, that's also okay, but I'll do something. And I will sell in the morning, and with that money I'll buy again vegetables I'll be having, so just rice and all, whatever I need to buy, I'll buy and spend my retired life. That's my dream. Okay, anyways. So the introduction of farm machinery helped to increase the crop production and brought more area under cultivation. Agriculture provides not only food for human beings and animals, but it's also the main source of raw materials for industries, such as textiles, sugar, and oil. It also acts as a consumer of industrial products like farm machinery, fertilizers, and pesticides. The prosperity of the industrial sector depends upon agricultural prosperity. Now we have done these factors influencing agriculture. The methods of farming, types of crops grown, and the amount of production vary from place to place. This is due to the changing environmental conditions. Some of the physical and economic factors which greatly influence agriculture are as under. We have done this. Relief. I'll come back in the next video.